everybody, it's Pam at the Paper Outpost. I just have to show you this really fun idea. And actually, it's a basic idea, but I wanted to show you some options that make it so much easier if you don't have all these supplies. So there you go. And basically what we're doing is we're making fancy altered paper clips. Okay, this is kind of a part 2 to the paperclip video I had a little while ago, and I will put a link to it down there somewhere, or maybe up here somewhere. And so basically what I did was I made some paper clips on a base of cardstock. Okay, so here's a typical piece of cardstock. And cardstock is something that you generally make cards out of, greeting cards and things like that. So it's thick paper. You can get it in different thicknesses, and this is called I like to work with 110-pound lightweight cardstock. It's thick enough to give me some strength, but thin enough that I can still work with it. I can fold it if I need to, things like that. But you can work with anything. If you don't have cardstock, and I know not a lot of people have cardstock on hand, there's a couple other things that you can work with which will give you the same thickness and flexibility at the same time, which you may have these on hand. Maybe, just maybe, you have a manila folder. A manila folder, I think these are the ones I got at the Dollar Tree. They're a little thinner than traditional manila folders, which actually makes it about the perfect thickness for what we're going to be doing, because we're going to be using these as a base for our altered fancy paper clips. And you can also, if you don't have manila folders, because I know that they're not everywhere in the world, you can get some inexpensive index cards. That is pretty much cardstock. It's a thin cardstock, and it will work perfectly in this case. It gives you just enough structure so that your altered paper clip is not too floppy, okay, where copy paper itself might be a little bit floppy. You could fold up the copy paper so you can get to the thickness you want, and that will work beautifully as well. So you have options. So let's see some examples of things that I was making. The first one that I made, these kind of work along the idea of a super cluster or a big cluster. So I have a bajillion scraps here beside me, and I'm working on whittling down my scrap pile. It's not really moving. I've been whittling and whittling. It's still not moving, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. And maybe you have a scrap pile too that you're hopeful about whittling down too. Okay, so here we go. I just did some, this is actually a piece of, do I have it here? But basically I took a cardboard box from Amazon. I just peeled off one side of it, and that thin piece came off of the side of the box. And so this is one. I just did a little cluster here and some punch outs here. Little Nuvo drops there, and a little piece of fabric twisted in the center. Did a little drawing on it just for fun. And this has not been turned into a paper clip yet, but I'll show you how easy it is. So you can make your super clusters first and then turn them into altered paper clips, which is very easy. Okay. Now here's another one. Now this, I love this technique because this I get to use up all my scraps from all my old book pages, and I just lay them down roof shingle style, or shiplap style, however you want to call it, and then just decorate them up. And I've got some few tips and tricks to show you how to decorate these very easily as well. So we will go ahead and turn that. It's on a base of manila folder, and I'll show you how to add the paper clip to the back. It's very easy. Now notice the size of it. It's about as big as the palm of my hand, bigger, but it can still be used as a paper clip. I know, right? Crazy. And here's another one using the layering technique again, and I just put a little paper flower here, and this is a torn bed sheet with the word secret stamped on it. Where's my secret stamp? I have not seen that in ages. I think it's a one of those silicone stamps, and that means I have to go digging in the silicone stamp drawer, which I rarely go. I really need to do that and just stamp out a bunch of those because I like that word. That's a great word. Here's one which I decorated in pink and put some pretty lace and a little beaded trim at the top. So a lot of fun things that you can do. There's really no limit, and you can make them as thin or as thick as you like. I have no fear of the chub when it comes to creating things for my journals. But if you have chub fear, meaning you like things to be thin so that your book lays nice and flat, you know, like flatty flat like that, you can decorate with thin things. So you can decorate with stickers and punched out things and book pages, torn words from a book page, and your little item will be just wafer thin, just like it originally was on the manila folder. Okay, so did I show you that? Here's a big one. Did I show you this big one? This is just a collection of torn book pages, dictionary page, more, I think that's liquid pearls, in copper and in brass, I believe, and a little piece of extra lace I had here. And then I started to do a little technique that I want to show you how to deal with the peely-uppies. If you're layering these things and you want to make it easier to layer and get moving, I'll show you a little trick on how to deal with that. That's still plain on the back, didn't do anything with that. Okay, so a few of these I did turn into paper clips already. So I wanted to show you that you can do different sized, or not different sized, you can do punch outs of, if you have any of these kinds of punches, you can use those and you can turn those into very easy, very quick paper clips. This one I did a double just so you could see the example of a double. Okay, then I'm going to demonstrate the double. And now we will be demonstrating the double. There we go. It's on. Very easy to operate. And aren't they pretty? They are so pretty on a page and removable. So somebody could then say, oh, no, I want to put it over here because I have my special pretties I have to tuck under there and save them. Isn't that's just like awesome? I love that. Now, if you put two on, you're going to be able to hold things down a little more securely in a wider fashion. So just decide what your needs are. You can go single paperclip or double paperclip. There's a million and one ways you can do this, and they're so much fun. Everybody, you just pick a day and just make a bunch of altered paper clips. I'm telling you, your life, you'll be fulfilled. You will want not for anything after that. You will just be, that was so grand. I just want to do it all again tomorrow. I could just do this all day. It's one of those days. Here's another one. I punched out just a shape. With this one here, I punched out two of the shapes. And then sandwiched the paper clips in between. Now this one, I did an alternative technique where I used a separate piece of, I think this might have been index card, and I just folded it over and glued that on, and it works just the same. So you can do either. Now this one is similar, yet different again. What I did was I took one of these shapes by itself, and I folded it in half, and then half of it covers the inside of the paper clip. Okay, so what this is actually, I've made this on a video before, but in case you missed that one, it's a removable page tab. Yeah, so you can put it on a page like that, okay, and there it is, being a little page tab. You can put any word you like here. I have when I like to put a lot of words, you can do this on your computer. You can type out a bunch of words in a pretty font and just save them to a computer page and then print it out, and you'll have tons of words to use. If you don't want to be bothered with that, I have a couple digikits with words on them, like positive words, or just one that's called words, I think. that was creative, wasn't it? Then if you give the journal to somebody, they can remove this, they can put it somewhere else, they could put a different word on here. Maybe you want to make some blank ones and just on a strip or a piece of thin scrapbook paper and just a bunch of these down so that they can use them anywhere they like and make them their own individual tabs. Now you can tuck them so they stick out, or you can tuck them right on because that's the way the paper clip works. So that's kind of cool. So that's kind of a fun option. Okay, so yeah, just having wild and dandy fun with paper clips. Okay, oh, this one also has a paper clip on it. This has a big paper clip, and I think in general I prefer the big paper clip just because I never know what I'm going to be paper clipping down, so I want them to be strong. But I can just get a bunch of pages here. But they're very easy to operate. Nothing impedes the slide, so it makes it very easy to work with here. I just put some stamps and some bumblebee and some peg stamp. I did a little playing in the corner, and I did some punch outs here with one of these gizmos. You might have one of these you forgot about. I often forget about mine, but these come in like corner punchers. That's what they're called, like decorative corner punchers. Fiskar makes a bunch. There's a bunch of other brands as well. So yeah, you can do a lot of things, any size, any shape, and you can have a lot of fun. So let's turn some of these pre-mades into paper clips, altered paper clips, because right now they're just clusters, or they're just decorated cards, or they're journal cards, or whatever you want to call them at this point. But say this one. Okay, now I'm going to take an index card. Okay, just a regular El Cheapo Dollar Tree index card. And then I'm just going to cut it down a little bit, and I am going to place it like this. Okay, and I'm just going to glue it on. And I'm going to use Fabrifix glue, clear silicone glue, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper, and a Sugar Bells icing piping bottle because I get thinner streams of glue. It's not a big deal. But I am going to, now that's up. Okay, so we want the open part at the top. Okay, and then we're going to get a paper clip, and you can decide whether you want a big paper clip or a little paper clip. Both will work. Both will work fine. Just the bigger paper clip will allow you to clip bigger things. That's really the only difference. Now what you want to do, turn it over, and so you're looking at the front of your item, okay? Then peek in here, and then you want to put the small loop, okay, on the inside of this, okay? And just, you can flatten it out there a little bit, okay? Okay, now apparently I can't flatten it out because it's already glued on. See, I probably should have done this first. Okay, that's what we'll do, is just take it off. Okay, we never did that, okay. We're gonna put that on first. Okay, look at us go. Now, we're gonna grab our Scotch tape. This is very old Scotch tape I got in a grab bag somewhere, I'm sure. I'm just gonna take a old piece of this, and I'm just gonna tape it down. You're not gonna glue Scotch tape. You're gonna tape it down. Okay, so I have that, and now I'm gonna seal this up. All right, here we go. Okay, going around here. You only have to do half of it because it's gonna merge with the other side. Okay, fold. Okay, and you can straighten that out, your paper clip, because sometimes they move a little bit. But once you got the tape and the glue, that baby's really not going places. It's just staying right where it is. All right, so now I'm gonna look at my super cluster of choice. Turn it over, and I'm going to mount this to the back. And this is going to be, actually maybe before I mount it, I might just give it a little extra pretty, because you might see the back, and I want the back to be pretty too. This is not mandatory, but I think it makes it a little extra pretty. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue that right there. So let's just go ahead and do that. So these come together very quickly. So the difference between this video and the other one is these are a little bit bigger, and I'm going to show you that you can also use index cards and manila folder if you do not have cardstock. Okay, there we go. If you don't want your paper clip to show at the top, then put it just a little bit lower here, just a smidge. If you don't want your paper clip to show at the bottom, use a shorter paper clip. That's the trick out of that one. Okay, so now what have we created? We have created a paper clip that will, okay, there it is. I can do this. Yay! She does it. Okay, so that, you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense there. No, I know, but I could use it over here, right? I could use it over here, and then I could tuck interesting things behind it, like that. I could just like store that there. Very easy. Very nice, very functional. And if you have somebody who wants more of a writing journal, instead of having a lot of pockets and tucks, you could have an entire journal full of altered paper clips. Look at that, it's gone. But maybe the person wanted to use it somewhere else. Maybe in a different book. Maybe they want to do a top one instead of the side one. You know, they have choices because these are movable, which is the really cool thing about altered paper clips for our junk journals. Yay! Okay, so we have that. Okay, let's see, move that over there. Now this little guy, he's very fun. You can do the folded piece of index card or cardstock or manila folder, all will work. And you can go wide or narrow. So now we're gonna do a wider one with double paper clips. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit down. Okay. Now let's see, do we fit? We fit. Okay, go in half. Now this one, he's wider. I'm going to measure my paper clips. Who's going to fit? We want to make sure that there's enough room, and so that the entire small loop can sit inside the housing. This is the housing, and you can test it. Yep, it does. It actually fits. So we're going to try two big ones because maybe I'm going to want this one to be extra strong for some strange reason. Okay, And that gives me 2 paper clips, and I can move them out. I can move them all the way out here to give a lot of grabbing room. Okay, so you can totally do that. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up. We've got our small loops on the inside. These aren't even matching paper clips, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to tape these down. That just gives it nice security from running around. And here is the Fabrifix glue, and any glue will work in this case. I just happen to like this one because it's quick and fast for video purposes, but any white glue or anything like that would work here. You just might have to hold it a little longer. Okay. And it's up to you whether you want to do any trimming or anything on here. Maybe you want to give it a pretty edge. You can do that. You can come in here right now, do a pretty little edge. Okay, there we go. Maybe you want to ink it. Not mandatory, but optional. And so who's having fun with their papers today? Anybody goofing around? Anybody just want to mass make some fun stuff? This might be your day. All right, and we could even stamp something here because we can. Okay, so I still have this little peg stamp here. And let's see. Let's grab some ink. Checking. No ink present. I don't need your ink. I don't need your ink. Yes, I do. I need your broken china. Here we go. This is a blue. This is a peg stamp I got from Nora Jane on Etsy. Just somebody I like that has nice peg stamps. I've always been happy with it. It's really the only place I've gotten peg stamps, so there you go. You could do something like that. So when you put it on here, it shows like that. That's pretty, isn't it? That's even pretty on that side. Okay. So maybe let's do this a little bit around. So the back has a little pizzazz and fancy. And then we just glue it down. That's all we do. We just glue it down. And we're done. See how easy that is? That's super easy. Now we're going to make one from scratch where I want to show you that little trick with the layering of the old scraps. For those of us who have a lot of old scraps, maybe I'll put you right there. I'll put you right there. And if you went too far, you can always roll your glue off by the finger roll technique. If you're lucky, you can get in there and get it before it dries and just remove any glue smudges. Okay. Okay, I got a little extra glue there. No surprise, huh? Yep. All right, there we go. Very pretty, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, so just let that dry for a second, but that's going to function as a gorgeous, gorgeous paperclip. Very easy. See? Easy. Easy to operate, easy to function. It's awesome. It's just totally awesome. So definitely, if you don't have these in your collection, clear out a day and just say today is Altered Paperclip Day because it's going to be such an awesome day. I mean, I would love to wake up tomorrow and just have it be Altered Paperclip Day. Here's your difference. Okay, on the back we did those. Those are done. This one, okay, let's do these two. Okay, so now we're going to, I still have these. Okay, we'll do those in a minute. Shapes. Okay, so let's say you have some punches, okay, or something like that. And let's see, do I have, where did it go? I am now looking, there it is. No, right where I left it. So here's my manila folder, and I'm just going to punch out some shapes. Maybe I want to punch out a couple of these shapes. They're kind of cute. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to do 3. The first one, I'm going to work on the back first, okay? I'm going to do this with a small paper clip. Okay, when I say small, I mean I'm going to measure it for you. 1 1/4 inch. Okay, that's a 1 1/4 inch regular size paper clip, I guess. And then the bigger paper clips I'm working with, just so you know, are between 1 3/4 to 2 inches. So I consider those big or jumbo. But there's bigger than that and there's smaller than that. But these are the two I'm working with right now. Okay, so same process. Little guy on the inside. Okay, so we're going to put him. I can't pick anything up. Okay, we're going to put the little loop on the inside. Just remember that. That's all you got to really remember. And then we're going to tape this. Okay, so he's secure. All right. Now, we don't have anything to fold because we have a shape, but we're just going to glue this right on top. It's a matching shape, and it's going to work perfectly. So let's go ahead and do this. glue of choice. Across the back. Okay. Gluing. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to go a little closer. You can go closer, right? Yeah. And I pop that right on there. Okay, just measuring, matching it up. Not measuring. There will be no measuring around here. Okay, and then we're going to ink it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like on the back. There's our paper clip. And there is the front, ready to decorate. Now you could actually decorate the front and then stick it on, which would be the wiser thing to do. I always forget because I get so excited about making the altered paper clip. So I'm going to show you what happens if you do it later. Remember, never let anything stop you. Lack of a craft supply, you did something backwards, just carry on, just keep going, because you know what? You're this far into it. Why not just keep going? Because you might end up, it might be a grand thing in the end. So let's just give it a go. My mom used to call them bluebirds, little mistakes, but carry forward and you might surprise yourself. Okay, so I would like to stamp a word on here just for fun. Okay, here's a word. Dream. This is the word dream. It's a new stamp I got. I like that little guy. Where'd I get it? Somewhere on Etsy or eBay. I can't remember. Can you read that? Nope, me neither. Okay. But yeah, you can find word stamps out there and, you know, have some fun with them. I think I need black. Where's black? Alrighty then. Here we go. Okay, yep. This is black soot. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. Make sure that you got your paper clip oriented correctly. Get your stamp. Now, it's going to be bumpy, so I'm going to take that into account. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rock it. Probably not supposed to do that, but that's my theory because I've got a bumpy paper clip underneath. Yeah, I still got a pretty good stamp. Yeah. Is that what it's supposed to look like? I think so. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Yep, all right, so there it is. And that's still going to dry a second. I can see that. Now you can come along with a black marker or pen or pencil or something like that to accentuate the decoration of this. And I've got this little fountain pen. So actually what I might do, this one I drew on, this one I stickled. So I think I'm going to do a combination. Yeah, I'm going to do a combination. Okay, so on the sides of this one, I'm just going to emphasize the little shapes of the cutout. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my big gun. Stickles, glitter glue basically. Stickles and copper. Okay, here we go. And this one is really pretty, but it will take time to dry. Doot, doot. And I'm just going to follow the shape of the paper. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll try to put it at the bottom. Let's see if I want to go anywhere else. I probably will because I love to over stickle. It's just fun for me. I could stickle all day. Yeah, I really could. Okay, so we have that. But then maybe this word is smaller than this word. So maybe. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to do something funky. I don't know what this is. I'm just making us a little shape. You could do that with your stickles. You can just be goofy and do something like that. That's kind of cool, huh? I'll put a big one there in the center. A big one there. Okay. And then I'm going to put 3 big ones. See, I'm like over stickling because I like it. Okay, there we go. Very fun. All right, this one has apparently chicken pox. It's got dots all over it. That was fun for me. Okay, so now, as a good stickler knows, you put your stickled things aside to dry. So right now that's what that looks like. So we'll just put you over here, trying not to drop it, trying not to drop it. Okay, so now that was mimicking, oh no, this was a twofer. See, I did 2 here. Same concept as that one. That one had 1. This has 2. This is using the 2 pieces of the manila folder. Okay, so then we have this one. I used a piece of, I think it was cardstock, but you could also use the index card, something that's just a little thicker on the back to hold the paper clip. Okay, and then we've got this as your base. So let's see, I had this. Now I can smartly decorate it first. Okay, so let's see, maybe I'm going to put some lace on it. That's kind of pretty. I would recommend maybe putting the lace on the front as opposed to the back, because the back you're going to be sliding things on and off, and you don't want it to interfere. You know what I mean? Don't interference. Yeah, just a little something. I don't know. Let's put something on it. Let us. Okay, I'm looking. I'm actually going to go into my clusters drawer. I'm going to rummage around in here. Okay. I'm just going to find something small. That's cute. I'm going to try you. You'd be very cute. That's kind of cute. All right. Just a little piece of bow. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Okay. So I think I'm going to ink this in pink. Should probably ink it in brown. Ink it in brown, Pam. Okay. I'm going to ink it in brown, and then I'm going to put little pink accents. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this, what was it? It was walnut stain, Distress Oxide. Okay. I randomly jump back and forth to whichever is in arm's reach. Yeah, they all kind of work the same. They have differences. One's play with water, one's dye and pigment. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all fine. Yeah, it's brown. You know what I mean? You can also use shoe polish, makeup, other things like that. Okay. Now let's glue this guy down. Over here. That's the Fabrifix glue, fabric to paper, being demonstrated at this moment before your eyes. Okay, here we go. To me, it kind of works like hot glue, but it's not hot, which is very pleasant. Okay, so there we have that. And then we could do a little something on it, like, oh, maybe we want to put something in. No, or did we already fit it? No, I think we don't need you now. But let me take a look, see. I have this pretty pink stamp. That might be pretty on there, huh? Yeah, that's kind of pretty. I'll go a little closer. There we go. Okay, but maybe we need a little contrast. Yes, I can see that. I do see that. Okay, so I'm just going to maybe ink the edges of this little guy. And then maybe I want to take the pink dauber and just pink it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just feeling a little pinky today. Yeah, I can't find my pink dauber. Where is it? Who moved it? There it is. There it is. It's okay. Everything's all right. I found it. Thank God for this string I tied on here. I would never know. Is that fuchsia? You know, no, we have like universal pink around here. Pink dauber is pink dauber. This is called Kitsch Flamingo. It's a new pink I'm experimenting with. I have the oxide and the regular just dye. This is oxide is dye and pigment. Regular distress ink is just pigment. I'm sorry, is just dye. So it looks like I had some oxide on here and I did this, but it's the same color. So I don't know. I'm sure it's all fine. That's a little pink, just a little bit. So pinky brown, that's kind of pretty. And I don't know, I'm feeling like I want to stencil it. Does anybody else want to stencil it? Yeah, I see that too. Let's put this little rose motif down here. I'm just going to do a little rubbing. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of rosage. Maybe we get some rose on there. Okay, there's something. Can you see? Yep. Slide over. Can you see? Yep. Okay, here we go. So if it's just a little thing I'm going to do, I can use this. The oxide seemed to stencil very nice. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? I don't even think I need to do anything. I'm gonna skip this whole guy. You're out. You're cute, but you're going out to pass. I could put that on there, but no, I like that. I just want that to show. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now we have the front. The back is going to be very simple. We're just going to take a piece of, I'm just going to grab this because I have this ever-giving piece of index card, and I'm just going to make it so that it is tall enough to be folded in half but still be hidden by the back. Okay, so let's just look at the back. Yeah, that should make it. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that. Okay, just a little piece. It's not a big one. Okay, so I have this. Okay, I can get rid of this top piece. I don't need that. It's taller than I need. Okay. You can, nice crisp fold would do you better. And again, you can make this pretty on the sides, maybe even on the top. Maybe you're just all fancy pants today. If you get one of these scissors that's good, you're lucky. Consider yourself lucky, because a lot of these get dull, or they don't do folded pieces and stuff like that. But every once in a while, you find a good one in the thrift store. So keep looking. because you will come across them. Other people abandon them, or they're just not into crafts anymore. And you can find some good things. Not always with cutting devices. It's a gamble. You know what I mean? But if you could take a little snip of something close by that nobody might notice, or like doesn't matter, that's a better way to say it, you might have something there. Okay, so here's a very small paper clip. Now what we do, all we need to have stick on the inside is the small one. So we're going to do the test. Okay, so I still have more room there. So maybe I'm not going to do this itty bitty baby paper clip, which is, I'll tell you, I'll measure it. It's like 3/4 of an inch. It's just a little, it's actually an old vintage one, and I love these old vintage ones, but I want a little more grab, you know what I mean? And this little good old 1-incher, I think he's going to make it. Yep, he's in there and he's good to go. It's okay that he hangs a little lower here because he's going to be on the back. And, no, sorry, he's going to be on the back, and that's what he's going to look like. Okay, so let's straighten him up. Okay. I inked the wrong side. Does that ever happen to anybody else, ever, anywhere? Finland? Hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and taper down. This is such an easy way to make altered paper clips. These little secure. Basically, it's put the little loop on the inside, secure it with the tape, and then glue it shut. And then just make sure you glue the right side, the correct side down to your super cluster or your base or your decorated item, whatever that is. Okay, got that. That's really pretty. Where's that stamp? Can you fit on here? That might look really cute. I could do that. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, why don't we just put it down there? Okay, this would be an opportune moment for Scotch Create glue stick. My favorite glue stick, not sponsored. Not sponsored by Fabrifix either, just like the glue. Okay, here we go. And there we go. And we're on. Nope, wrong side, because that's going to be glued down. See how that happens? You can actually tuck this under there. Can I still get it? Oh, I can. Look at that. I think I have enough glue on it too. Oh, no, it's all coming apart. Lift you up a bit, get you in there. Okay, here we go. Come on, hit. Where the glue dries? Go, ma'am, go. Let's see. I think we still can. Yeah. Okay, and we're in. We're good. Okay, reorient the front. Okay, which will be hidden anyway, because that's what we're going to glue down. So that's what it looks like in the end game. That's right. That's the back. Okay, so now we have this. Maybe we want to finish off the inking just to be complete, because somebody might take a peek at the back. You know, you got to remember that. They might peek at the back. Okay, there we go. A little bit of Fabrifix, and we're popping it down. Where's Sonny? He's right here having a little snoozeroo in his favorite little spot. What a shocker, huh? Yep. Okay, there we go. He'll have something to say at the end, so stay tuned. Okay, so that's the back. This is the front. Isn't that the cutest little paper clip that ever was? It's all Minnie Mouse. I mean, it's just adorable. Okay, we will demonstrate. Okay, this is where I try not to drag my journal through the ink pads. I have a habit of doing that. Okay, so here's what I'm going for. Okay, let's see if it's easy. If it's not easy, we're leaving. Oh, it was easy. Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? That's just so pretty. And I love the fact that it's removable, because you could also put it in the middle. You could put it way over here, put it over here. I mean, you could just, well, okay, you can't do that. You'd have to come off the other side down. But you know what I mean? You have options. You can also put them on pockets. That's right. Like if you never thought of doing that, here's another option. This is a pocket that I already had put in here. And now I'm just sticking that on there because, I can do it. I've got an altered paper clips and I can go places. So you can have a lot of fun with your altered paper clips. So you can do shapes, you can do big ones, you can do little ones. Oh, okay, so here's a very simple concept, just using the index card. So let's make one of those because we haven't done that yet. All right. Here's the index card. We are now folding the index card in half. Da 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 da. Okay, and then maybe, okay, this is where I went fancy town on the edging. So let me demonstrate that. See if I can demonstrate that. Okay, and maybe I'll do a different one. I'll try this big flower thing. See how this goes. Okay, here we go. Now push it in all the way. That's really important. I gotta stand up for this apparently. No. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Ready? Yeah. Nope, not working. Ah, fabulous demonstration executed by, yet again, me. Okay, let's try that again. Are we out? Are we loose? No, we are stuck. Okay, push. Okay, are we out now? Oh yeah, we're out now. Okay, what happened? I have no idea. We'll try it again. Okay, this will probably be a disaster. I might have to get another one of these. This happens every once in a while. It doesn't like 2 pieces. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, now did it pop up? No, it's stuck down. Okay, that's probably why I don't use it. Oh, there we go. We got it. After a lot of fuss and muss, we got it. Okay, and let's stick it in here. So yeah, you got to be a little strong to do these. Okay, stick it in there all the way. That's important, or else you'll get a halfer, and you'll be frustrated. Don't get a halfer. Okay, that one went better. So maybe it just need. Oh, I got a halfer. That's a halfer. Yeah, that's a halfer. You don't want that. No. Okay, what I can do is I can slice the edge of that off. Let me just slice the edge of that off. So I've got a little bit thinner index card because I goofed it. That's basically what happened. Now I'm at ground zero again, and I'm going to attempt the same thing. See how it goes. And I'm going to get all the way in there. Come on, get all the way in there. Okay, now I think it's all the way in there. Okay, I don't think it was all the way in there before. Obviously not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, good thing I had my breakfast. Okay, there we go. Yay, wasn't that easy? Okay, so it's because I think I'm doing 2 at once, which makes it a little hard. But don't forget, you can use these little cuties after somewhere because you get those. A little bonus. Okay, so this particular one, I just did the same simple, boring, basic technique, nothing fancy. Grab a big paper clip. Okay, you might want to decorate the front first, so let's just decorate the front. Okay, all right, let's ink it. Here, I'm inking it with some walnut stain, I believe this is. Okay, just going to do both sides because you never know, somebody might peek. All right, and there we go. And let's maybe grab some, what's that? Here's a funny little, it's a cluster I had. I don't even know what it is. It's some kind of, that's pretty. I like that on there. Let's just do that. You're too far away. Come closer. Okay. And yeah, let's do that. So you can stick clusters that you've already made out of little bits and pieces right on here. Okay, that's really cute, right? You don't have to have a lot on these. They don't have to be overdone. They can be very simple at times too, which is extremely pretty. And, okay, so let's actually use what we had. We had these, but maybe we can color these. Maybe we can make them brown. So let's just grab these. Am I in shot? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put a few of them here. I think I have 3. That's kind of a squat. That's probably from the disaster one. It's missing a petal, but we'll use it anyway. It's all right. Okay, here we go. Tip it over. Okay, we're going to come in here. I should probably do this on a separate something or other. Put y'all on here because I'm going to ink you all. Make you brown. Make you brown. Oh, I made little patterns. There, I can use that later somehow. Okay, make you brown. Okay, hop, hop, hop. Okay, I'm going to hold you and make you brown. Are you brown? Be brown. Okay, I think he's brown enough. Okay, brown, brown. There we go. Add lots of brown. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so we have 2 holes and a halfer. So let's put halfer down first. Let's actually just put a little cluster. We're going to do like a little 1, 2, 3. Let's put 3 dots of glue down and just take a chance here. We'll see if this works out. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you can hear that, but Sonny's snoring. Yes, yes, he is. He's having a nice little snoreroo over there. Okay, here we go. A little flower cluster. Okay. That's very nice. So I'm going to hide the fact that one of the petals is missing in the cluster. See that? You'd never know, right? No, unless you guys go and tell on everybody. I hope you're not going to tell on me, but that's what happened. And then maybe we just need a nice little white dot of Nouveau drops or stickles or something cute like that in the center. Let's see if this is flowing. Here's a color I don't use a lot, but what is it? Buttercup. Buttercup liquid pearls. Okay. Let's see how this works. Okay, in a perfect world, this would come right out. I see something coming out. Okay, so truth be told, my stickles and Nouveau drops and all this stuff are very old because they last forever. But you can come in here and clear the deck because there's a clog and do this. And that will hopefully handle the problem. Yes, there we go. One, down, up, and down, up. Okay, very nice. You can keep going. Like, let's say you did some accents there. Well, maybe you want to go across the top and just put, okay, I'm getting stuck again. I can feel it, like that same piece of something is coming down the pike. Okay, here we go. And you could just do as much or as little of this as you want. This is an easy way to decorate anything, really. Anything, you know, as it's walking by, you just decorate it. It might not even know you decorated it. You can just decorate it because they're very easy to work with, other than the cloggage. But like I said, I think it's because mine are old. So, you know, there's only so much we can ask from stuff. It's kind of like old paint. You know, eventually it's going to dry up a little bit in there. Okay, those barely hung on. That was great. But maybe put some on here. And here's where I can't stop. I just keep putting more on and more on. Okay, there we go. Maybe some here. And then a little bit right. Come on. Darn clog. One more. I got to do one more. Okay, there we go. Here. Now I feel like a complete person. Okay. So there we go. We have our little altered paperclip design. Of course, now I put stickles on it and stuff so that I can't smush it flat. That was brilliant, Pam. Okay, let's open it up gingerly. And we're going to put the small, let me back up a little bit. Put the small loop on the inside. Be careful because you might have some wetness there. Okay, like that. Put it down. Okay, there it is, right there. Don't breathe. Don't anybody breathe. We're going to get the tape and we're going to secure it. Here we go. Please pass the tape. Thank you. Thank you for the tape. All right. And then we're going to come in with the glue. We're going to glue it down. Keep it all together. All together. Yeah, now we're going to have the fun part of trying to get this to go together. Now we're going to push on all the parts that don't have. I had to put that much on, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, here we go. All right, this is called after the facting. Yes, that's what this is. This is like thinking of what to do after the fact. How do we get it together? And that's the whole thing about crafting, is you got to kind of think about, don't let the fact that you already did a step stop you. And you might say, oh, I should have done it then. No, 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 no. You keep going. You keep going and you figure out a way, because you will figure out a way. So there we go. We have that. And when we look at the back, it's still cute on the back. I know, it looks like two eyes and a nose. Okay. So there you go. That's going to be an adorable little paperclip. And let's just demonstrate how amazing that looks in action on a page, doing something fun, wild and crazy times. Let's see, here we go. Pretty paper. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Very easy to do, simple supplies. You don't have to have stickles and stuff. That's just for fun. But if you do, great. Have fun, have at it. You can stickle till the cows come home. And there you go. So I think I showed you all of them. Okay, so these other pieces, I would just stick a little index piece like I did there, index card. Stick the paper clip in, glue it onto here, and you're good. I'd probably do a twofer on this one because it's wide. This one, the same thing. This is on a manila card. I did the twofer. That's exactly how I would do that one. And this was a one-fer. This was a one-fer with the index card. Okay. And then we also have, I'll just put these out here to remind you of what we made. This little guy, and, oh, yeah, don't get out of the stickles. Get out of the stickles. Okay, this little guy, very cute, right? He was the one that has the same one on the back. I probably should ink that, I forgot. And the removable page tab, very fun, very fun. And so those are some good examples. So I hope you had fun. There's just, you can make altered paper clips till the cows come home, and it will be a grand day. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's really a lot of fun, and I think one of these days I'm just going to do that all day long. I'm just going to make altered paper clips with my scraps. And I hope you do too. So there you go, folks. Let me grab little snuffer pants. Are you present? I am present. I'm awake now. I have awoken myself with my snoring, and apparently I was asleep, and now I'm not.
Let me show you my grand.
Yeah, let me move this up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Ready, Mom? Go do it. Hello, everybody. There you are. Oh, my hair is fast. Mom? Okay. I'm all wiggly. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Sunny. Hello. Oh, I see you back there. Are you crafting? Are you having a good time? Are you having lots of fun? Cause that's what it's all about. And what do you always tell them, Mom? You always tell them, never let lack of a craft supply or a puppy stop you. You craft on. Are you hear me? You just craft on. Yes. There's fun for you too. You back there in the corner? I see you.
Well, I think you really nailed it today.
Yes, I think I'm going to go back to sleep now, Mom. Thanks very much. Everybody, have an awesome time. See you next time. Bye.
You are a little oddball. All right, off you go. And that little sack of potatoes is now back down in bed. Okay, everybody, I hope you had some fun today. For everybody who has been here, thank you so much. For everybody who is new, let's see. And everybody in general, I'll just give you some updates. We have, I now make not signature cards. My husband was just at the bank and he was calling me, telling me I just re-signed some signature cards or something like that for his business. And I've got signature cards on the brain. Signature pages. You think I could find one right now? They are new digikits that I am making, and they are lighter, paler, and easier to write on, and they're I print them out on 20-pound copy paper. Nope, can't find one right now. Not right where I left it. It's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'm not even sure that this one has been revealed yet because I don't know when this video is coming out, but this is called Vanilla Rose, and it is a signature page. There's a set of 5 different images, and I like to print them on front and back so that when you're making your junk journals, you have decorated pages on both sides. And what else? So if you do the print and mail service where I print them out and mail them to you, the signature pages will be printed like that on copy paper, 20-pound copy paper, front and back, where my regular digikits will be on the thicker cardstock, the 110-pound cardstock. So when you cut these out, they're ready to use for pockets or tucks or journal cards or journal tags, things like that, ready to go at the perfect thickness. And what else? Oh, there was something else I wanted to tell you. What was it? What's really exciting too? I know it'll come to me. Okay, so my videos, they come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. My newsletter, if you haven't come and signed up for my newsletter, make sure you do. Why? Because you get a free digital image emailed to you every month, which you can print out at home and use any way you like in your artwork. You also get the page list ideas that we've been working through on the series of Never Endless Books page ideas for your junk journals. And so I'm completing that list, and that list is actually going to be attached to the April newsletter, and from every newsletter from that point on. So there you go. It'll be in the bottom section in the freebie section, where you also get checklist of supplies, note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. So if you want to print that out and tuck it into your junk journal, it's a nice way to explain to somebody who may have never been in the presence of a junk journal before, and they're just wondering what on earth, and there you have answered all their questions in one fell swoop. You can also change the wording, change the font, change the text, change the size, or use it as is with my blessings. And also, let's see, I have an Etsy shop where occasionally I do put junk journals that are completed. You might see a big fat funky monkey. You might see a big chunky funky monkey junk journal in there, all decked out, dressed up, decorated, embellished, full of all sorts of historical pieces. Very interesting, very fun. You might find junk journal bundles, which are collections of different kinds of junk journals. They may be writing journals that have simple plain pages for you to write and journal away on, mixed with different things. You just never know what a bundle's going to have. And when I have those available, I put those in there as well. Also, I have FUNDLEs, which are collections of old paper, old ledger paper, checks, receipts, postcards, hand-dyed paper that I make, some coffee-dyed paper, avocado-dyed paper, some other colored papers, a lot of interesting vintage book pages that I think you might find helpful or useful in a junk journal. I draw from nature, from science, from recipes, from sewing, from poems and plays and historical things, a lot of different areas that I get book pages from, and I like to add them all in there so you have 100 pieces to work with, and you can use them any way you like. They're a lot of fun. If you've never felt the old papers, it's really neat. And also I have an Amazon shop. Hey, I have an Amazon shop with 4 sections in it now. Favorite tools and supplies. Books a junk journaler might find interesting to pull from, like certain field guides or Edith Holden, things like that. Sticker books. Also craft storage ideas, and also Sunshine's favorite section, his little pet supply section. There we go. And also I have a Facebook group. Come and join the Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun doing weekly and monthly challenges over there and seeing what you guys make from these videos. And thank you for all your input. You guys just inspire the heck out of me. And if you want to get some great ideas, go hop on over there and join. Just make sure you answer all the questions and agree to the rules. You'll get approved, and then you go in and you have some fun. And all my links are found in the drop-down description box below the video. And if you're on your phone, if you can't find that box, try and touch on the title of the video, and sometimes the drop-down box will open below the video. And if you find value here, please like, subscribe, and share. I also have a merchandise shop, so if you're looking for really cool t-shirts and sweatshirts that might say, hey, Create with Reckless Abandon or the Paper Outpost, you just might find something very special for yourself there over in my merchandise shop. And all my links are down below. I think I said that. Okay, and most of all, use up your scraps. Most of all, dedicate a day to just having fun playing with your papers. Most of all, take a day off and make some altered paper clips and create with reckless abandon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.